In a world of constant change, the challenges that lie ahead can be overwhelming. One thing is certain, the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. How are you facing the challenges of future trends? Managing complicated carbon footprints while maintaining integrity, updating technology without depleting corporate budgets, complying with evolving environmental policies, finding peace of mind with secure information.
Challenges, we see them as opportunities. eSCO Processing and Recycling offers solutions to ever-evolving corporate risks by setting a new standard for electronics recycling and asset management.
In the U.S., there is an estimated 12 billion pounds of electronics discarded annually. An estimated 70% of that e-waste is generated by corporate America. Discarding your electronics properly is important because it directly affects your asset management, data security, and environmental safety.
More than ever before, companies depend on advanced technological assets such as computers, cell phones, and copiers. Acquiring electronics can be expensive, and disposing of them can be costly as well. Corporate America's challenge is to keep disposal costs low so that updating can be done efficiently.
Over the last 20 years, security has become a top priority for most companies. Thousands of companies must maintain confidential information, such as social security numbers, personal telephone numbers, home addresses, and passwords. While multiple companies are disposing of their electronics every year, many of them have exposed themselves to data theft and lawsuits that could cost millions of dollars and ultimately their integrity.
To avoid serious data breaches, companies must take precautions to secure their private information, especially when their computer systems are being replaced with new systems.
Perhaps the greatest emerging challenge in corporate America is environmental safety. Millions of people do not associate electronics with hazardous waste. However, electronics that make up only 2% of landfills account for 80% of the toxins there. Typical electronics contain lead, mercury, brominated flame retardants, arsenic, cadmium, beryllium, and the list goes on. Toxins are leaking into our environment at an unparalleled rate. For corporate America, the challenge to become eco-friendly and reduce corporate carbon footprints has never been greater.
When it comes to e-waste, many recyclers are simply misleading corporate America. Standards for electronics recycling are much lower than they need to be. Typical e-waste recycling has been reduced to simply harvesting parts from end-of-life units. Non-working electronics are generally demanufactured to salvage only the best parts, sending the remaining excess to landfills that contribute to highly toxic, hazardous leaching. Much of this excess ends up in underdeveloped countries such as China or Ghana, where very substandard processes are practiced to retrieve any value these electronics may still possess. The levels of lead, chlorine, beryllium, and other toxins that are leaking from these mounds of obsolete waste are leading to cancer, birth defects, and brain disorders. For corporate America, there is a very real probability that much of this e-waste can be traced back to the companies they came from because of asset tags or serial numbers. In addition, many remarketed electronics will enter a secondary market with intact hard drives that contain sensitive information.
These recycling and refurbishing standards have become very shaky foundations that corporate America is attempting to build upon.
Welcome to the new standard that provides corporate peace of mind. Headquartered in Northwest Arkansas, eSCO's 200,000 square feet facility is the answer for corporate America's e-waste challenges. eSCO Processing and Recycling makes it easier than ever for companies, big or small, to eliminate their obsolete electronics by offering excellent customer service and pickup anywhere in the USA. eSCO Processing and Recycling is at the top of the reverse logistics industry. When freight is received, it's weighed to ensure mass balance, labeled and audited for tracking, and assessed to determine its commodity value. Working electronics are demarked and data wiped using NIST and Department of Defense guidelines to guarantee data security. Then they're refurbished, repackaged, and sold into a secondary market where revenue can be shared with suppliers, reducing the cost of asset management. End-of-life electronics are demanufactured by hand, generating the most precise form of sort and segregation in the recycling industry. This provides the purest commodities possible, producing unmatched sustainability.
Unlike traditional practices, eSCO Processing and Recycling is held to the highest environmental standards in the world. Along with our ISO 14001 certification, our eStewards certification puts us in an elite class. eSCO is one of the first companies globally to hold this ranking. In addition, our sorted commodities are shipped exclusively to approved smelters and refineries.
With environmental safety at the top of the U.S. government's agenda, much of corporate America will be playing catch-up as laws change. eSCO Processing and Recycling not only exceeds existing environmental policies, eSCO already exceeds projected policies.
We're committed to the highest standards in our industry, documenting everything that comes in our door from cradle to resource. Not only are we reducing corporate America's carbon footprint while providing top-notch data security, we're also raising the bar for the environment and increasing the health and safety of future generations.
At a rate of 2 million pounds of processed e-waste every month, eSCO Processing and Recycling is pioneering the way to corporate integrity, peace of mind, and green initiatives.
In today's market, the company that can stay at the forefront of technology while efficiently managing its assets, security, and environmental compliance is the company that will be the leader in challenging times. eSCO Processing and Recycling can help you become that company.
From cradle to resource, eSCO Processing and Recycling, setting a new standard, providing peace of mind.